What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are out and about at Nirvana Beach Gym. You know what it is, the infamous gym in Ibiza. It's about 6 p.m. right now. Perfect time to train, not too sunny, not too hot anymore. And today we're hitting a special chest, delts and biceps workout. It's gonna be mostly with free weights and dumbbells, mostly right here. This is where the good life is at, with the beautiful beach over there. Indoors you have more equipment and stuff, but it's not really AC'd, it's hot. Here is where the good weather is at and where the good lighting is at. So we're gonna hit our workouts mostly in this section. Starting off with incline chest dumbbell press. Alright, nice controlled tempo. An even higher incline setup you may notice, and reason being is because I'll be arching my back quite a lot, and that will kind of counter the positioning of my chest. So it will move me into more of a flat chest press position, but we want to keep that incline going. So that's why we set it up slightly higher. You may have noticed as well, we're going on a very deep stretch. Some might say it's a bit injury prone, but it shouldn't be. If it hurts, it's because of other reasons. One of three reasons actually. Either one, you're doing too much volume. Above anything, training is more kind of a workload management kind of thing. If you do more than what you can recover from, you're automatically gonna get injured. And second, you wanna make sure that you execute it with proper technique. If technique breaks down, you're surely at some point gonna get injured. The exercise is only a tool to stimulate the muscle correctly, not the end goal. Crucial difference, a lot of people get that wrong. And thirdly, you want to increment correctly. So meaning increase the load, whether it be reps or weight, not too quickly, because if you do increase it too quickly, then automatically form is gonna break down and you're gonna get injured as well. If all those three are basically in check, it's basically more safe than chess. I'm not kidding, it's the safest thing to do. You can't get injured. If kind of this lengthened position is too hard for you to do, decrease the weight, make sure that your tendons, your pecs get used to that deep stretch, increase the rep range, lower the weight, get used to it and slowly build up from there. 3 sets on these. Second exercise we're going to be doing is a incline chest fly, and I'm doing only incline movements today because basically the last year or so I've really been trying to improve kind of the costal area of my pecs. Still a lacking body part, I know, but I've improved it a lot, and I feel like the upper chest area is mostly lacking at the moment. So that's what we're going to be focusing on right now. The more advanced you become, the more it kind of helps to prioritize certain aspects of your body, but I'll make a separate video on how you can do that. By lowering certain systemic fatigue, you can just increase and ramp up volume in a specific area to make it grow faster. So incline dumbbell chest flies, you might say it's a bit dangerous. Not really. Once again, if you get those 3 things that I mentioned in check, then it's gonna be all right. So make sure that you're hitting a weight that you can control. You have balance between your workload capacity and recovery capacity in your training programming setup. Make sure that you execute the form correctly, safe, sound, and you increase the weight, so the increment in a somewhat responsible way, following some sort of a progression model, so it doesn't like crank down your technique if you're just ramping up the weight too quickly. If one of those 3 things is messed up, you're gonna get injured. If you check all those 3 off, it's safer than chess. Let's get into it. Nice. Low weight, really focusing on quality again. Sometimes chest, again, not my most developed muscle group. I struggle to feel it, so I lower the weight, really focus on control, lengthening that muscle properly, squeezing it properly, and simply with full time under tension and control, just push it to the edge. Weight, like anything else, is only a tool. Again, the goal is to stimulate the muscle properly. What you'll see me do as well, I kind of pinch my shoulder blades down, ever so slightly a little bit backwards. Because what a lot of people do, other than getting their lat exercises wrong, most thing people get wrong is their pressing movements. So you'll see that they're already like kind of starting in this shoulder protracted position to the front, and they're all in here, front delt, front delt. So you want to slightly retract, depress, so back and down with the shoulders. Move with your elbow in a 90-degree angle downwards, slow, controlled, and focus on bringing the biceps together to really engage the chest instead of just pressing up. So otherwise you quickly get this again. This, down, biceps together. Slow control. Elbows down, biceps together. Right, next exercise, first one going to be for the biceps. You might be thinking, CK, isn't this like a back workout or a back movement because you're doing pull-ups? Not necessarily, because what I'm trying to do with this one, I try to keep my posture straight. So no movement in the scapula. Typically with any upper back movement, you would either drive the elbow into your pocket to engage the lats, or you would retract your shoulder blades to hit more of the upper back, to get that shoulder blade moving, hitting the upper back. What we're gonna do now is focus on solely bringing our biceps, or basically our lower arm, to our biceps, trying to keep our upper body fixed, no movements in the shoulder blades. All right, let's go. So grip, supinated grip, and then lower arms to the biceps. You can even grip more narrowly. Oh, getting the biceps fried, man. Lower arms getting pumped as well. It's a hard one to get under control, because more often than not, when it comes to doing these things super specifically, you have to unlearn certain behavior. When it comes to the lats examples, some people who are like have no experience in the gym, it's easier for them to learn how to execute it correctly than for those who have been doing it kind of like the upper back variations, pull downs, rows all the time. It's harder to unlearn certain behavior first and then learn the right stuff, rather than just having like a clean slate and learning the right stuff from the beginning. So with this, just think on these cues, fixed position, lower arms to the biceps. At some point you'll notice the bigger you get, the higher your total body weight becomes, the harder it is going to be to do body weight movements. Specifically, if we're talking about small muscles like the biceps, the smaller the muscle is, the less relative strength it's going to have. So if you're going to isolate these boys doing pull-ups like that, you're very quickly going to have to do some sort of partials. Third set, probably not going to get more than 6 reps on these. So what I'll do, if I can't drag myself up anymore, I'll jump into it and control the weight on the way down and try to squeeze everything I have out of it that way, going on the last set past failure. Wonderful, look at that. Some grip training. I thought we were doing bicep training. If you could see, I could only get one partial extra on this one. Crazy. Nice switch in between. We're going to be doing a unilateral dumbbell bicep preacher curl, focusing on the lengthened position again. Start off in a straight aligned arm, so don't have it like this or like that. You want your elbow joint in the middle of it to be straight above your front delt. Then slow control on the way down. Don't stop here. Go all the way, all the way, all the way. You want to hit these muscle fibers at the bottom as well and come up until like 90 degrees. Don't go much further. Here's enough. And down again. Up more quickly. Hold it a split second. I spend most of the time in the lengthened position. Let's go. Aiming for 12 to 15 on this. 3 sets. Hit it so hard that each set is gonna have a decrease in performance. So keep it until here. Slow control the eccentric, full lengthened position, right? This is very anabolic, this part. So you want to control it. Afterwards, on the last set, what we're going to do is we're going to do some extra negatives on this one. So I'm going to use, in that case, my other hand to help bring the dumbbell up on the concentric and then slowly control the eccentric again. 3 sets of these. Let's get it. was a very effective one, man. That burns, and that's a very good feeling and a very good sign, because that's a very good proxy for stimulus. It means you're doing something well.